Today we are analysing Mamamoo's Killing Voice performance. This has been a very popular request in the comments. It's actually the first time we've checked out Mamamoo on the channel. I did react to Hwasa's Maria a while back, but this is the first time that I'm experiencing Mamamoo as a group. I'm really not too familiar with their music, although it is possible I may have heard a song or two here and there. There's going to be a fun little twist to this reaction. I've decided that by the end of the reaction, I want to commit to a soft, tentative bias, and I'm going to check out a performance of her solo work after this Killing Voice. Hwasa will be omitted from this little competition since I have covered her once already and I want to give the three other girls a chance. If Moonbyul wins, we will be reacting to her performance of Is This Love on KBS World. If Solar wins, we will be reacting to her performance of Colors on Show Champion. And if Huiyin wins, we'll be reacting to her performance of Hui in this live fan cam on the street. This looks like a really interesting clip, but the catch is that portion of our analysis today will be Patreon exclusive, so please see a link in the description to the extended reaction, where I check out the solo work of my new bias. Patrons also get a guaranteed song review in my YouTube shorts. It's just $3 a month. You'll also get to view all my exclusive Patreon content. I can't guarantee that price and these benefits will be there forever. Get it while it's hot. So let's jump right into this Killing Voice performance. One thing I will note is that while I was researching this group and learning their names, I noticed that in every photo of them together as a group, they're always standing in the same order. That was a really funny penny drop moment for me where I was like, whoa. I understand that concept. I guess it's a good marketing tool for new fans to help learn their names quickly. And it actually was really helpful for me to learn their names. So it totally paid off. And I think it's a really interesting concept. As you can see, they're in the same order here. So I'll be able to reference them very easily. Let's go.
둘, 셋, 아싸, 마마무. 안녕하세요, 마마무입니다. 네, 여러분 저희가 킬링 보이스로
I've never seen a group open their greeting with a harmonized a cappella section. That was a nice flex.
와우.
네, 그리고 저희가 1년 만에 완전체로 컴백을 했는데 많은 관심 가져주셨으면.
I'm going to turn on the subtitles. I usually don't, but I've received complaints about that before, so let's go back a little bit.
안녕하세요, 마마무입니다. 네, 여러분 저희가 킬링 보이스로 돌아왔습니다.
와우. 네, 그리고 저희가 1년 만에 완전체로 컴백을 했는데 많은 관심.
So this is their second Killing Voice performance, is that true? I suppose you could take that two ways. Either they performed once on the Killing Voice before, or they're just saying we're back in general, and this is their first Killing Voice performance. Let me know if there's another one. I'd be totally down to see that one too.
네, 새 앨범 트래블 많이 사랑해주세요.
Travel, okay.
가볼까요?
네.
Drop the beat. 실례지만 내게 뭐가 묻은 거니 네 눈빛에 내가 헷갈리잖니 Mamamoo 거기 Mr. MMO 쳐다만 보지 말고 좀 더 다가와봐
딩고, 너 나한테 관심 있지?
Darling, it's you. 아직 넌 왜 눈치를 못 채니? Mr. MMO 날 갖고 놀려 하지 마.
Hey, mister.
꼭꼭 숨어 머리카락 보일라.
Come on, let's go, 무스타. 어서 말해봐, Mr. MMO. 왜 삐딱하게 구는 거래, 마치 베레모. 사랑가 보지 말고 빨리 와요, 내게로 사랑을 쟁취하는 거야. 불러봐요, 세레모.
Mamamoo 거기 Mr. MMO
아마도 나 말고 딴 여자 있는 것 같다고.
Now 신사슴 여러분 Let's get on with the show Hey Mr.
Already, I'm sold on the vocal talent in this group. Moonbyul appears to be the main rapper, just based on this one song. I'm getting the sense of a cheeky personality, fun delivery. I also love that cardigan she's wearing, it's so cute. Solar seems to be quite the powerhouse, and that intrigues me very much. Queen, I find her voice to be the most sonically pleasing to me, even though it didn't contain as much power as Solar's, at least not in this track. And Hwasa, I totally remember now how I felt about her voice when I heard Maria. It's this sultry, dark tone that is very captivating. If I were to hone in on one artist that I'm being drawn to the most, just based on this first song, it would have to be Huyin. That tone of hers is so gorgeous, very bright, very Disney princessy, you could say. And Solar's tone is really lovely too. It's just a bit more beefy. It's a different mechanism entirely. Generally, I am drawn to melodic vocals more than rap vocals, even though I do enjoy rap. If I'm going to experience a whole song, I prefer it to be a melodic vocal. So I'm interested to see if Moonbyul will perform some melodic vocals too. That will bump her up on the bias list. But at the moment, it's Huyin, Solar, Moonbyul. But it's early days. Let's see how the next track goes. I want to comment stylistically on that first song. Generally, the style of the song is fairly acceptable. I don't think it was hugely interesting compositionally, serviceable enough to showcase their vocal talent. The song is a approachable, sort of bluesy style of pop song that works well as an opener to gently introduce you to the group, but I am interested to see if there are some more unique musical colors in their discography. Let's see.
너나 해. You, me, song. Let's go.
난 너의 위상 네 주에 맘돌지 그렇다고 네가 태양은 아니네 너의 멋대로 중심이 돼제 멋대로 굴면 안돼
어떻게 한순간의 떨림이 소리 없이 너의 두 눈을 가리네
너의 뜻대로 흘러가네 내게 상처를 주면 안돼
네 생각만 하지 그래 뭐 그게 참 당연한 듯이 어리석게 너에게만 맞춰왔던 게 날 괴롭히네 마지막까지 외롭게
할 말이 없어 go away 설명이 더 필요해
화를 내도 내 입만 아프다니까 너 멋대로만 해 브라
난 언제나 너 해 넌 언제나 나 해 디아야 네 멋대로 중심이
넌 너만 생각해 그럴 거면 넌 나 해
디아야 네 멋대로 굴면 안돼 멋대로만 해 에이.
Damn, okay. Yeah, that song appealed to me a little bit more. It had a sexier, more broody atmosphere with some dramatic vocal melodies, really lures you in. I can't pick a standout as far as their performances of that particular song went. I will say that Hwasa, she definitely has the most distinct voice out of the four, in my opinion. If she weren't omitted from this little bias experiment, the three other girls might be in trouble. Moonbyul was bumped up by this song by the fact that her rap was melodic. She was able to showcase her pitch ability, her projection of a smooth melodic vocal. Even though it was a rap, it was melodic, more musical, and that definitely catches my ear. It shows the diversity of her skills. So I'm starting to lean that way a little bit now. Solar also was bumped up in this one. Solar and Huyin are neck and neck, really, at the moment. Very interesting group. Like I said, that second song appealed to my tastes a bit more. I loved the darker pop style of it, shall we say. Let's see what's next.
너가 낯선 너의 등장이 평소답지 않은 눈빛이 뭔가 느낌이 좀 수상해 지금은 12시 10분
넉넉 지난 여름부터 밤낮 사춘기 소녀처럼 꿈꾸게 만들었어 romance 오늘만 기다렸어 oh yes 핸드폰은 없치명적인 비밀스러운 party Got up at the cafe 내 공간에 와준 널 환영해
No
두 손을 머리 위로 clap your hand
너와 나 입을 맞춰 I'll be good
cool. That was my favorite song so far. And it's not just because they really went off vocally on that one, but just the chord progression and the atmosphere of that song was very powerful. Even if you pared that song down to a more delicate acoustic number, it would still wrench your heart a little bit because the foundation of the songwriting is so solid. There's a good tension and build in the atmosphere. There's a real strength that you can get from this song. And then, of course, it's elevated tremendously by all of their vocals. Hwasa, serious business. That girl is serious business. I also love her outfit. And by the way, their outfits, it's interesting. I've noticed this with Killing Voices. The colors are never too vibrant, quite muted color-wise. But what I love about their outfits here in particular is that the silhouettes, the variety of the silhouettes is such a feast for the eyes. I gotta say, Huyen stands out as looking really good here. I do love the black outfits of the two girls in the middle. Hwasa also looks so sexy. They nailed the styling here. Nailed it. Yeah, that song was a treat. My favorite song so far. Definitely curious to hear the entirety of that one. Let's continue. That took a little bit out of her. That's funny.
자, 제가 빛나는 밤이네요.
아우 그러네요.
문별이 빛나는 밤
문별이. 오케이. Come on.
손끝이 시리더니 벌써 봄이 왔나요 꽃 같은 바람이 불어 곳곳에
어느 때와는 다른 듯한 네 기분이 반가워 내일은 좀 다른 날이 되려나
어둠의 그림자 깊은 밤에 남겨진 달이 밝아 빛을 그리고 있어
몸에서 널 뺀 만큼 욕조에 물이 미련이 돼 넘쳐 흘러 한숨이 가득 그 공간을 채워 새벽이 찾아오면
혼자 남겨질 때면 Starry night 별이 빛나는 밤 네가 휘 불어와
너와 말하는 수많은 밤 나를 취하게 만들어 별이 빛나는 밤 Let's go
별이 빛나는 밤 별이 빛나는 밤
That song moved me quite a bit emotionally. I found myself welling up a little bit. Thankfully, I was able to catch myself in time. But yeah, this group is amazing. Loved this song. Pop dance, I guess, with a really deep and romantic twist. Vocally, if I had to choose, Huyen definitely stood out here. Her delivery of the vocals had such an ethereal, haunting quality that it really moved me. I will be honest at this point and say that Moonbyul probably isn't gonna win the bias competition if at this point I gather that she really is the main rapper of the group, so she's disqualified. I'm kidding, of course, but just right now I'm in the mood for melodic vocals, so it really is between Solar and Huyen. Shame Hwasa doesn't count because then my selection would definitely be made more difficult. And as for Solar, like I said, she has a lot of power in her voice. Such a well-rounded and clean tone. I just don't know if her tone subjectively appeals to me more than Huyen's. So it's not something really that can be measured, you know. It's just the gut feeling of what appeals to me the most. And I'm sure all of their voices have a different effect on all of you fans. I'm just speaking from my own personal preference, of course. Let's continue.
문별
My turn
그래, your turn.
They also seem to laugh and giggle together a lot. Maybe more than any group I've seen on The Killing Voice. It's lovely to see groups that get along, you know? There's no underlying weird tension. They're very, very relaxed. This screenshot here, you can see all of their genuine smiles. So lovely.
문별
My turn
그래, your turn.
Let's go Musta
그래, your turn.
Let's go Musta 그럴만 했지 그래 한 번뿐인 이별에 소란스러 나가보면 너 그 하늘에 미련이야 식탁이 차려진 음식 혼자 덤덤하죠 늦은 식사 무기력 공허 외로움 날씨 구른 기분 다운돼 있네 멀쩡한 날이 없어 모든 게 거슬려 왜
함께 있을 때 왜 더 아름답지 못했는지
둘만의 노래를 이별 가사로 채우는지
아야야야 후회만 하니 아야 저 꽃들만 너무 예뻐 Winds flow, we winds flow 달라져 버린 젊은 우리도 Winds flow, we winds flow 우리만 이별일까 뚜뚜뚜뚜 우리만 아파할까 다시 또 피어날 꽃잎처럼 Get better day by day Get better day by day 바람보다 기분 좋은 날 all day 의자가 되어 홀가분한 밤 우울한 날은 가고 Get better day by day Get better day by day
그때 널 좋아하지 않았더라면 이 흔하고 흔한 이별도 없었겠죠 나너 부른 날부터 날 위한 위로는 온전히 내 몫이 되어 별거 아닌 듯 오늘을 살아요
As far as that song went, Moonbyul stood out the most to me in this song, especially because of that final section where she showcased her lower register. That was such a standout moment in this track. A track that, honestly, I found to be kind of generic, not super special to me compared to the other songs in this Killing Voice. It had some very pretty textures with their harmonies, especially in their lower range. There was a point in the chorus there that had a bit of a lower melody shared among them that was very pretty. I just don't know if this song offered enough to interest me in listening to it again, but I have to compliment Moonbyul for that final section. She totally owned that part. Is it enough to bump her up to bias status? Probably not, but credit where credit's due.
준비됐나?
그리워하나 올 것이 왔다 자 화이팅
나를 어루만지던 그 손길 So much I miss you 내가 보고 싶다고 때를 쓰던 너와 나누던 나의 하루는 이젠 없는데
별이 뜨는 밤이면 언제나 So much 소리 없이 눈물이 흐르면 No 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 너의 목소리도 So I miss you 어제도 오늘도 Oh no no 요즘 너 대신 안고 자는 티슈 폰제 생목 녹엔 슬픈 노래만이 가득 찬 이유 이 노래처럼 내 맘을 위로해 줄 것만 같아 But I miss you
많은 곳곳 남겨진 네 흔적 엄청 눈물로 번져
누구나 아는 이별 왜 이리 유별나게 구는 건지 오늘따라 유난스러워
너의 속삭임 너의 손길은 이젠 없는데 난 너뿐인데 난 네가 그리워
별이 뜨는 밤이면 언제나
I miss you 소리 없이 눈물이 흐르면 No 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 너의 목소리도 So much I miss you 어제도 오늘도 Oh no no
Okay.
Well, my goodness. Such a standout song in this set list. What an exhausting song to sing. That main melody in the chorus is so unforgiving.
너의 목소리
little bit of tension there in her vocal. I would assume that this melody sits somewhere in their passagios, so it's a little bit trickier of a melody to get out, because I also notice a little bit of tension in Solar's final performance of this melody, even if her first few repetitions of it were quite relaxed. Yeah, it's slightly struggling, but it's really almost imperceptible, the difficulty that those two singers are experiencing. I guess just compared to the ease that I've been observing throughout. Those slight moments of tension are noticeable, but really insignificant, really. I just like to comment on every single thing I notice. Yeah, this song is really hard to sing. It's also quite a beautiful song. Stylistically, I'm super into this one. It's probably my second favorite behind the third song in this set list. I love that soft harmonized chorus. Da da, I miss you. It's just one note repeated on the beat. So simple, but that allows so much space for the more complicated and elaborate runs and vocal melodies showcased by the singers. Hwasa also showcased a little slight difficulty with some rasp, and it is true that rasp can be a stylistic choice, but it came across to me here as a sign of vocal fatigue. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool actually. It sounds very emotional. I just don't know how intentional that little crack was. It sounded great, don't get me wrong. But I think it was a happy accident, shall we say. Let's continue.
Okay.
Beats 멋짐 내 맘대로 걸어
Kick it.
머리 어깨 무릎 다 힙해
Hey.
Do it like me do it 나를 따라해
Kick it.
Clapping clapping 모두 같이
Hip 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 hip. Let's go. Hey. 쿵투차.
I love you 네가 뭐라든 간에 Respect you 네가 뭘 하든 간에 She's crazy 늘 따끈따끈해 그 관심이 따끈따끈해 또 힐끔
이제 모든 일이 가뿐해 배틀랜 성공을 서로 먹어 마치 미슐랭 누구보다 빠른 걸음을 걸었네 비시즌이든지도 오래야 비가림
All I wanna be is 멋짐 내 멋대로 걸어
Kick it.
머리 어깨 무릎 다
Hip hip hip.
논란이 돼 my fashion
Whoa.
별로 신경 안 써 그저 action
Yeah.
자꾸 click me 홀린 듯이 you Close up hip
머리 어깨 무릎 힙 머리 어깨 무릎 힙 퉁퉁차. Okay.
So with this song, I feel I'm missing the choreo or a music video or more visuals. I can tell that it was included in the set list because it's probably a big fan favorite and maybe one of their most iconic songs. But since The Killing Voice is more of a vocal showcase, I don't think the track gives the four of them enough to work with for this particular setting. The song texturally is very cool. It has a really cool rhythm to it, obviously. It could be good for like a fashion runway, and that's why I'm picturing the stage when I think of this song. I know the choreo for the song goes hard. It must. But I don't know if the vocal melodies are all that interesting. They sounded great, of course. I just couldn't really pinpoint any vocal standout moments in this track. And one last thing I'll say is that it sounded very much inspired by that Billie Eilish song. Is it called Bad Girl or Bad Guy? And I saw that Hip came out in 2019. That timing would make sense, I think, but let me know.
Yep. 퉁퉁차. Okay. 9/6/6/19 9/6 Go go baby
On the bus 미칠 준비가 됐어 시작해봐 다들 난리가 나 난리가 나 Go go baby Time to party shoot and tie Dress code and bling bling bang bang or bring bring No lyrics on my shirt 빼지 말고 정정 Go go baby 뻔뻔하게 놀아 미친 듯이 즐겨 필요 없어 wrong and
Go, oh baby.
고고 베베. 나레이션 금지.
Go, go, baby.
I liked the fry vocal ending to that, just kind of having fun with it. Honestly, I'd have to say this song didn't stand out to me too much either. Frankly, I'm getting the impression that the overall general style that they default to maybe isn't totally to my taste. Thinking back on the songs so far, there's 2 songs that I really was into. 3, actually. There was the 3rd song, and then there was the sort of dance pop one that I found quite moving, and then there was the slow ballad. I think it was called I Miss You. So those 3 songs stood out to me. The rest of the songs, they're running into each other a little bit stylistically. They're all in a very safe space, I would say, which is not a bad thing. But it also means that the songwriting doesn't seem to be taking a whole lot of risks or making my ears perk up too often. And I'm referring more to the style of the songwriting rather than their voices. Their voices, I can't fault. Stunning voices. But, you know, every group has their own sort of general distinct style. Even if their sound is quite varied, you can sort of hear a little thread that moves through each song, since it is usually the same humans working on all these tracks. And I think just the general taste of the humans who wrote and produced these songs maybe doesn't totally align with mine. I prefer a sound that's a bit more, I guess you could say, aggressive, or what I would call edgy. Now, how edgy my taste is, I really don't know. But that's the only poor way that I can explain it. These songs don't strike me as edgy. They're more fun, light, poppy, safe, I guess you could say. And again, nothing wrong with that. Just not what I'm usually into. But we have 2 songs left. Let's see how things go.
드디어 저희
딩가딩가 놀러 가자. 다들 와봐. 다들 와봐.
Yeah.
어디.
징가징가래 친구들 모아 한잔할래 drink like a fish 띵가띵가링
너는 게 좋아.
띵가띵가띵가띵가
아이스크림 먹으러 갈래? 나나나나나 딩가딩가
유자적해 여기 방구석에 언제부턴지 사이와의 거리가 꽤나 멀지 이 여름이 터지는 차가운 땀이 나네 밤이 나도 낮이 나와 제자리만 돌고 돌아
부족해 비타민 D 아까워요 딜리버 피 하필 완벽한 NRC 청개구리나 원래 집순이야
내 친구 날 버리고 외로움만 쌓이죠 해독할 시간이 필요해
딩가딩가래 친구들 모아 한잔할래 drink like a fish 딩글링
너는 게 좋아 yeah! 띵가띵가띵가띵가 아이스크림 먹으러 갈래 나나나나
Okay, yeah. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. That style, again, it's sort of one ear out the other for me. You have a catchy, repetitive chorus that is cute on the first few listens and certainly goes towards probably making this song like a chart topper. And you could probably pair a really fun like TikTok dance or something with this song. But it's missing some sort of personality or emotion to it. I can't fault their vocal performance of this track, but maybe you can tell me what it is about this song that you think allows them to showcase their personalities. It's sitting in such a widely appealing, generic style that it's impossible to criticize it. It's just kind of there to pick up and enjoy, but once again, no standout vocal moments. A reasonable track, but where's the spice? You know, I'm missing the spice a little bit. That song probably is my least favorite song of the whole set list. So, we got one more song left. Normally, we always leave the best till last, so I'm definitely gonna be curious to see how this one goes. I think I caught a little note in the intro and it sounded pretty good.
가자! 왔습니다.
맛곡입니다.
이야.
준비됐어요?
네.
오케이.
Beat it! Hey, yeah, 비긴 것 같아. 애초에 이게 생각 따윈 없어. 봐, 너나 나나 다 끝난 마당에.
Ayo, ayo, you got me jumping like a crazy crown. Oh, hey. 썩은 이빨 뽑아내야지 fire.
I love you 세상을 다 줄 것처럼 말하고
Hate you.
이제 서로와 산을 겨눠 뻔하디 뻔한 배대 네 말불에 침을 뱉어 오점 하나 생겨 우린 남이 됐다
못한 사랑 너를 미쳐 이기적인 넌 이젠 지쳐
눈물인지 또 빗물인지
넌 내게 모욕감을 줬어 눈물이 툭 떨어진다 No 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 Whoa Dun 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 툭 떨어진다 눈물이야 빗물이야 아야 눈물이야 빗물이야 아야 눈물이
Okay, so that last song did appeal to me more than the past few songs. The addition of the flute, like I said, that's that bit of spice that I was looking for. It's an unexpected sound that you don't usually hear in pop music, and it just kind of clicks. It's like, woo, this is different. So that's the kind of stuff that I like. And I loved their little brrrs and their like very expressive vocal performances in this song. I loved those parts. Another thing that made this song stand out a lot. And Solar got to showcase some of her powerhouse vocals again in this track. So it's a really cool mix of powerhouse vocals and then playing with the syllables and the sounds with the brrr and the and just cool fun moments like that. Melodically, I thought this song was pretty strong. My only criticism for the song, and it's sort of to do with a style that was very popular in 2020, is the tendency to drop into a chorus that is focused on a hook or a synth hook rather than a melodically sung chorus. And there's actually a few good videos on YouTube that you can watch about this trend, where instead of breaking into a song chorus, the song will drop into like a synth hook and sort of dissipate the energy. And it sort of depends on what your preference is. If you kind of got into pop music around the time that this drop style was popular, this song probably sounds great to you. I generally prefer more song choruses. And what I do like is that most of the songs in this setlist offered me melodic choruses. And I know that I had some harsh words about the songs from start to finish. And it could be a case that some of my lesser favorite tracks just need some time to grow on me. This is really just an initial reaction, and I always swear to keep it real when I react to new music. So another factor, of course, is that sometimes these Killing Voices only showcase the most popular tracks, and often we're missing the hidden gems, you know, the deep cuts that are favorites among fans, and I am counting on you guys to let me know what those are too. So I won't keep you in suspense any longer. My tentative bias is Huyen, and we are going to be reacting to her song Hui, seemingly on the street, from a live fan cam. It says fan cam, but this looks pretty professionally shot, but we'll see. Again, this part will be Patreon exclusive. See a link in the description to the extended reaction. Okay, that about concludes my analysis of Mamamoo's Killing Voice performance, as well as Huyen's performance of Hui out on the street. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what other Mamamoo content you'd like me to check out. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.